Okay, this video is the Web 2.0 tools. This is Ashley Claire. The first tool that I'm going to show is Schoology. It is a learning management system that operates on many different levels, supports third-party content including apps and web-based calendars. It stores files, tracks user data, and acts as a social network. It also allows for different roles and communication within and among different groups, which I will show you. Schoology also has the capability of large-scale system management as well, allowing district or building administrators to use this tool to streamline management using customizable web pages, system-wide grading scale setup, and third-party software integration, including technology such as SIS. Schoology is also hosted on a cloud-based platform. The second tool that I'm going to show you is TweetDeck. It is a social media dashboard that allows users to organize and build timelines, keep track of activity from specific Twitter accounts and users, as well as follow hashtag back channels. This allows users to also manage multiple Twitter accounts from one interface. And finally, the app that I'm going to go through is Doceri. It is an interactive whiteboard and screencast recorder. This app has tools for handwritten graphics and remote desktop control. Okay, so here is Schoology. This is the home page, and I have a teacher account. This is similar to ClassDojo, where I can track students and collect data. It's also similar to Facebook because it acts as a social network, as you can see here. Different users can post and share, such as this user who's sharing to this group, Common Core. She shared a PowerPoint that people can use and download and also modify it to use themselves. So you can have discussions and share all kinds of resources, and you can also join groups. Some of the groups that I am a part of are Math, Response to Intervention, Common Core, and Flipped Classrooms. It's also similar to PowerSchool because it has a grade book, and you can also take attendance, and there's a student side, which is a little bit different because they can be active and access resources as opposed to just logging on and checking grades. So one of the things that I'm going to show you is how to create a course. And I've got, for my class, I've got each hour has a different course here, but you can, an administrator would be able to create like a faculty course. I would choose something like professional development. Okay, so here is one course. Different things that you can do. You can put assignments and assessments and quizzes on here. District assessments could be stored and shared and accessed here for teachers. These can be uploaded from ones that have already been made and from websites and Google Docs and things like that. There is discussion. So any member of this course could join in the discussion and share answers to questions and give feedback. Whenever you create a discussion, you can also, and this is something that could be done in class as well, there's an option right here where you can select for members to be able to see other responses before participating. And if it's something like feedback from class, you may not want them to be able to read other people's responses before writing their own. So that's an option there. There are files and links. Some of the files and links you can share with each other. Admin can share documents and links and PD materials. Some of the files and links that I have found are public, and you can just upload. You can upload your own, or you can find resources. So here is where you can go find those. There are different types of resources, you can choose different subject areas, different grade levels and file formats, assignments that people have already made and uploaded. If they share them, you can use what's there. It also has a calendar. For example, here's an assignment that has been uploaded and is on the calendar so that students or faculty would know when it's due and what to do. This is actually one that I posted from Doceri earlier. Came right off of there. I was able to share it straight from Doceri onto Schoology. Okay, the next tool is TweetDeck, and here's the main screen. Over here on the left, you're able to make a new tweet straight from here. You can add images, message someone directly. You can do a search for different topics, things like that. So if I wanted to find a webinar, there are a lot of free ones, so this brings up any tweets that mention any kind of webinar. I know there were several technology ones recently. You can obviously rearrange these. This is, if I click on it, it highlights which column that is. So home would just be your Twitter feed. You could find articles and see updates from people. So there are a lot of them here, and you can click on anything that someone has shared. And it opens up an article right into a new page. If it was not quite so slow. Okay. You can also add columns, so if there's something that you wanted to follow, if it mentions a certain person, or there's followers that you want them to show up in their own column. For example, one that I could follow would be EdTech, just to see what people are posting about education and technology in education. And I have a column here that is Web City. So it's people that I know and that work in my district, and they share what they're doing in their classrooms and share resources that they're using. And so down here is settings, and what's neat about this is you can kind of customize it to however you want, how you want it to look. So it makes it nice. And then for someone who maybe was running a district Twitter account or a building Twitter account, you can manage multiple accounts from this one interface. Okay. All right. Here is the app. This is Doceri. Doceri is an interactive whiteboard, and it also works as like a remote desktop control. You have to have Doceri desktop in order to use it that way. I haven't used it that way. So it connects through Apple TV, or right now I'm using the Reflector application on my computer to show you what is on here. And this is real. This is what would be shown on the. Oh, this is what would show up on my board. So I can create different, have different backgrounds. What's great about this is that I can use this from anywhere in the room, whether you're in class or if you're hosting a meeting. You don't have to be right up in the front. If it's not, if you're presenting something, it can be done where the attention, the focus is just on what's being presented. I can insert. There are different backgrounds that I can select. This is one I would use in my math class. There we go. Okay. Another thing that it allows you to do is to insert pictures and snapshots that are in your photos. So this was taken from our ebook, and I can put the page from the book right up on the board and write on it whatever I need to do, so that students are seeing exactly what's in their book and what's on the screen. And this can actually be uploaded straight to some like Schoology. I can also record a presentation for later. So those are just a couple of the apps and the tools that I have started using. And that about wraps it up.